Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday the 17th of February. I'm going to use the Untitled Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say about Thursday and what energy you'll be working with. So I'm just going to shuffle these a couple of times. Okay, so let's see. First card is the Magician, the Two of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it seems like a big day. If you are the Magician, you really have the power to create something exceptional. And the Two of Wands usually shows someone holding the world in the palm of their hands. They're very much in control. But here it looks like the gates are shut to you. So if you want to create, you're not going to get any support from the system or the people in charge. And it's an important life decision here that you have to make, because the Wheel of Fortune means that if you shift the gears a little bit, this decision that you make has more of an impact than it usually would. It's not just a random thing. It means that you're turning the dial here, and that a decision you make on this day is going to have an influence on the future. So it's a significant moment here today. So first of all, the Magician is the first card in the Major Arcana, and it means that you're connected to the universe. So you can see the moon here, this, I don't know what that is exactly. We've got the mountain peaks, we've got all the elements here, and we've got the planet Mercury. So we've got someone who's connected to the bigger picture and who's empowered by the bigger picture. Then he's able to translate all that energy into the practical world where the four elements rule. So water, air, earth, and fire. And he's able to become the creator as such. Mercury is a communication planet, so it's being this intermediary between the universe and the physical world that he's able to create such wonderful things. So the message is, listen to what's driving you, listen to your gut, or what's your animal instinct say? What are you interested in at the moment? Where can you see some potential, and where can you create something on your own? And what's the universe telling you? So whatever way you connect with the universe, whether it's through prayer or meditation or writing music or dreaming at night or talking to other people, it's that sense that I am connected and I'm loved and that everything is fine. I'm in a good spot emotionally and spiritually, and I have the mental space to consider my options moving forward. And I'm going to ask myself before I do anything, what really sparkles in my mind? Where can I see something that I can take and make my own and create magic with it? So it's about creativity. It's about casting the net really wide and saying, what would be the best thing that could possibly ever happen? And what would that look like? And see what you get. Then the Two of Wands is interesting because it's fire, and it's similar to the Magician, the first card in the Major Arcana. So one in numerology is about taking charge and pioneering an idea and doing it solo. And then the Two of Wands is very similar to that, because it says take charge of your life and plan your future. You can go wherever you want, but just have a plan. But here it's different because so Herrschaft means rulership or leadership, I would say, the powers that be. And the Two of Wands is this card that usually says you're the power in your life and you get to decide. But here we've got someone specifically using that power to say, don't come here. This is off limits. So if you're trying to get a film made, that's the studio saying, nah, we're going to pass on this one, sorry. Or if you're trying to get into some sort of club at your, I don't know, local community center, and the people you want to be friends with say, no, thank you, we're full. So it seems like something's working against you. And it seems like you have a choice here. Well, it doesn't seem like you do have a choice here. The magician is talking to the universe and is creating and making magic on his own, right? On his own terms, doesn't need anybody else. The distraction I feel is, do I use all my strength and power and pit myself against these people who've said no? And do I push and try and get in and figure out what's happening? Or do I just focus on my own stuff and leave it alone? And that's the message I'm getting. That it's important not to impose yourself on other people. You could argue, if you're just walking around some ruins here and suddenly someone says, no, don't come this way, then of course most people are going to say, of course I want to go that way, because why are you forbidding me? There must be something interesting there, right? But the cards are saying the opposite. The cards are saying it doesn't matter if someone seems to put up a wall where there doesn't need to be one, and that intrigues you or fascinates you, or you feel there's a sense of injustice and why and da. Don't get hooked into that. It's a waste of your time. The card is saying behind the barrier are just some ruins, and they may have some historical significance, but it's nothing more than what you can see from this side of the gate. So there's no hidden secret. So the cards are saying you have everything at your disposal. Don't let yourself be distracted by silly little conflict or someone I feel particularly, you may feel provoked, or it's like someone is taunting me a little bit. Same thing, I suppose. Focus on what you want to create instead. Finally, we've got, yes, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune says that you're at a crossroads in life. And this isn't just a decision that you make today. Do you focus on your own thing, or do you waste your energy unnecessarily? Do you get upset about things that really are, who cares? That in the grand scheme of things don't matter. Like resentments in friendships and getting upset about who did what and who said what and things like that. So you can learn today that there are certain areas of your life where you can get more done on your own and where you're really an expert. What I like about this is all the eyes, and to me this looks like a giant troll or, I don't know, rock element or something. And then we've got the sun and the moon, and do you see all these little eyes? So it's kind of saying, the universe is conscious, and it can look at you, but you can look back and you can see things which are beyond your wildest imagination. So you see, as I'm talking about it, there's this sense of wonder here. And you can have a relationship with each one of these eyes and really connect in a constructive and positive way where you get something out of it, rather than banging your head against a wall or going on Facebook and putting some post on to expose a neighbor who made noise, or really something that is beneath you and your energy. And that's what I think you can really break out of. If you have a habit, this about yourself, that you have a habit of worrying over the wrong things, or procrastinating and wasting your time when you get stressed, or unhelpful behavior that you resort to when, whatever it is, you can go back to zero here and say, how did I used to handle situations that were problematic when I was younger? It's not my first time here. I've been here before. So last time I encountered difficult, how did I deal with difficult? So you can rediscover the connection with yourself and the dialogue, Mercury communication. You can start that up again. So if you feel totally lost, or you've lost the plot, or you're just directionless in life, there's kind of a homecoming here, which the magician usually isn't about. It's about this natural connection that then translates into something concrete and tangible. Oh, so yes. So if you don't let yourself get distracted, you will end up with something concrete and tangible, whether it's a plan or a certainty of feeling, or a direction for the future, a wonderful new idea and inspiration, or a way to organize your life as it is and to reshape it and to work with what you've got. Then you can you can do that on this day and obviously be very happy about it because you've got a positive, tangible outcome. But again, the Wheel of Fortune says that it's bigger than that. This is, you're starting to create a new groove here. And if you make the right decision on this day, it'll be easier to make the right decision again in future. We've got Jupiter here, the lucky planet of good fortune. And yeah, your destiny, kind of the universe is on your side and it's urging you to make the right direction. So if you're engaged in trivial conflict on this day, you know you've gone wrong somewhere. If you're creative and you feel alive and whole and loved, you've got it right. Okay, so number-wise, we've got 1 and 2 is 3 and 10 is 13. 1 and 3, what? 13, yeah. 1 and 3 is 4. And 4 is security and structure. Yeah, so there's the ability to build greater self-reliance and to prove it to yourself that you are capable. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, scroll down a little bit until you get to the Book Your Readings button. Click on that to order your reading with me. I use astrology, the tarot, and numerology in my personal readings. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, please. Hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.